Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. Supercars, check. Red supercars, double check. Supercars that you may not think from a brand that was not known as making supercars, triple check. Well, let's see what we got for you right now. We have for you a 143 scale 2003 Dodge Viper SRT-10. Now, when I say a brand that's not fully remember as making supercars, because we know Dodge, they were famous for muscle cars back in 60s and 70s, and they made some iconic models, but they're not the normal brand that we expecting to see supercars like Bugatti and Ferrari and Lamborghini, and we can probably throw there Aston Martin and a few other brands. Dodge, it's a brand, it's more like a mainstream brand, and they decided to throw a big engine in a supercar itself. That it was popular, but it was not definitely the most wanted ever supercar out there. I mean, if you would have put a Dodge Viper compared to a Ferrari, in no in a blink of an eye, anyone would have chose a Ferrari instead of a Dodge. I think the Dodge biggest competition was definitely the Chevrolet Corvette, no doubt about it. But it was not something that I think the Corvette did a lot better. And obviously, the Corvette sold a lot better number wise. They had a lot better sales. Corvette always been more wanted and respected in many other parts of the world. It's more famous too, has a lot more history. Don't forget the Dodge Viper made this is actually the second generation of the Dodge Viper. The first generation came out in 1991 all the way down to 2010. And this is the second generation that came out in 2013 all the way down to 2017. Now, this specific model, the SRT-10, it only did it for 2 years. They made it from 2013 to 2014. And it's the biggest, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the biggest engine. It's the one that is a 10 cylinder. If I'm not mistaken, the 10 means for 10 cylinder. Don't forget these Dodge Vipers, they had huge engines. But you know what? Let's get to the engines. Let's get to the nitty gritty of these models that people want to know about more. And specifically going to this model, it's the second generation. They came out with a V10, like I mentioned before. It was an 8.4 liter. That is a huge engine. Huge. It produced between 645 to 650 horsepower. That is a monster, guys. That is a beast. A lot more power than many other supercars that you may know and recognize and respect a lot more. But unfortunately, Dodge Viper did not have the the I don't know how can I say it was not wanted as much as the other brands were. That's the truth of the matter. And then obviously after 2000, this is the second generation, like I said, is 2013 till 2017, and that's when they stopped making the Viper, and they haven't come back with the Viper since. And I'm not sure if they will come back with it. Right now their market is very different. How can I say? Even the supercar brands like Lamborghini and Ferrari and other brands, they're coming up with SUVs. They know SUVs is the new trend and what sells. Even the Lamborghini came out with a Porsche has an SUV for a very long time. Lamborghini has a very expensive, but it's an SUV. So that's what people want nowadays. They had it as a coupe this model right here, the Dodge Viper, or a convertible like the one that we're looking at right now. You know, I think it was a car that obviously, if you would have seen it in the streets, you wanted to have it or you wanted to drive it. Someone told me once that they were a bit rough on the edges, like rough to drive. I'm guessing because it's such a powerful engine that you know not everyone could handle so much power. Remember, these cars were, they were too powerful for many of us. You know what I mean? But I guess not everyone was fond with all that. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, Smokey. What do you guys think about this supercar? Do you think it was an attractive model? Have you ever seen them on the road? I even know someone that had one myself. I mean, I knew a friend of a friend, not someone close to me, but I seen it. I still see. I think they still have it, but they're not very common. You barely see them on the road, even though it's an American car. Even in America, it was not so much wanted. I think some people may come back for me and be like, "Why did you say that?" Well, I mean, it's reality. At the end of the day, Dodge is not right now. It's not the most wanted brand as respect wise, but things could change. Things can change. All right, guys, don't forget to give me a beautiful thumbs up, which I really appreciate. Don't forget to click and subscribe, which, I always mention that. And when you subscribe, don't forget to click the bell next to the subscribe button. That will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.